Good morning, students, and welcome to our Maths 1 online teaching session. Let us continue with our second chapter, that is quadratic equation, part 8. In the previous sessions, we have finished till practice set 2.5, where we have learned different methods of finding solution to quadratic equation. This session we will continue with practice set 2.6, that is the first question. Now, this practice set involves word problem. There, I think only till framing the equation you need my help, because after once you get the equation, you can solve it by any method which you find easy. That is factorization method or formula method. Okay. So let's see how equation can be framed. There are few steps to be followed while solving sums of word problems in quadratic. The steps are: first, try to start from the last part of the question and take proper assumption. Then read the question part by part, convert it into equation, and then solve it by any suitable method which you find easy. Okay, let's see the first question. Product of Pragati's age 2 years ago and 3 years hence is 84. Find her present age. Now in this, they are talking about age of Pragati. Correct? Question asked final part is find her present age. So I am going to start my sum from here, that let her present age be x. Now there are two things to understand in this. First is ago and hence. I hope you know ago means you have to subtract, you have to go behind, correct? So if today she is x years, 2 years ago she was x minus 2, today you are 15 years, 2 years ago you were 15 minus 2, yes or no? Same way, if she is x today, 2 years ago she will be x minus 2. Next word to understand is hence. Hence means later. Like if I say you are 15 today, 5 years hence you will be 20. Same way, if she is x today, 3 years hence her age will be x plus 3. These are the first initial things to understand, that ago means you have to subtract and hence means you have to add. Then this word product, I hope you know that product is multiplication. Product is 84. Now let's see part by part. We are going to start the sum from here. Find her present age. As I have told you, you should start with the last part of the question. So let the present or age of Pragati be x years. Correct? Then read this. 2 years ago. What will be her age 2 years ago? What was her age 2 years ago? It was x minus 2. 3 years hence. What will be her age 3 years hence? It will be x plus 3. Okay? Then product. Product means multiplication. Product of these two is given how much? 84. So according to the given condition, x minus 2 into x plus 3 is equal to 84. This is the way equation will be framed. You need to simplify it, get it in quadratic form and solve it to get the value of x. I hope you have understood all the important concepts of this sum. First thing is, you should know the meaning of such words ago, hence and product. Ago means minus, hence means plus, product means multiplication, and accordingly frame this equation. Now after this, we will see how this equation can be solved. Look at it. I hope you know how to open the bracket. Take x and the second bracket x plus 3, then minus 2 and the second bracket x plus 3 is equal to 84. Open the bracket here. X into x is x square, 3 into x is 3x, minus 2 into x is minus 2x, plus into minus is minus, so minus x is equal to 84. This step we have just opened the bracket, correct? At the most we can simplify this part, same, like terms, plus 3x and minus 2x, how much? It's 1 and greater number is 3 with a plus sign, so it is plus 1x, or you can only write x, okay? So minus x, and you can shift this 84 this side, it will become minus 84 is equal to 0. Correct? After this, minus 6 minus 84, both are negative numbers. You need to add it and put minus sign to the answer. So 84 plus 6 is 90. Since both are negative, it will become minus 90. Okay? Now this I have done by factorization method. Again I am telling you, if you feel that other than this formula method is okay, you can. But I feel easier steps should be, if it can be factorized, you should always go for factorization method. Right? So minus 90 is to be factorized so that I get plus 1. Okay. So the factors are 10 and 9. See, middle term is plus. So the greater number should have the middle term sign. So plus 10 and minus 9. So factors are x square plus 10x minus 9x minus 90 is equal to 0. From here I hope you remember the steps of factorization. You need to take common. So x in the bracket x plus 10. From here I hope you remember the rule. This term is minus. So minus will be out. Since minus is out, sign inside the bracket will change. See, this has become plus. Okay. So it is x plus 10. So two factors are x plus 10 and x minus 9 is equal to 0. So by using the property, if the product of two numbers is 0, then at least one of them is 0. Yes or no? This I have used in most of the sums of factorization. So I have two products equal to 0. So I can equate either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0. Correct? So x plus 10 is equal to 0 or x minus 9 is equal to 0. Shift this 10 this side, it will become minus 10. And this minus 9, when I shift this side, it will become plus 9. Now go back to the assumption. We have assumed x as the present age of Pragati, and age cannot be negative. You have to justify this. This step carries marks in the exam as well. Why you are neglecting one of the value? That reason has to be compulsory written. As age cannot be negative, therefore x is equal to 9. Okay? You don't have to find anything else in this. Final answer will be, therefore present age of Pragati is 9 years. I hope all the steps of this sum is clear. This is what I was telling you. Only framing the equation is little bit tricky to understand. Remaining all you have already learned in factorization method or formula method, whichever method you use. Here I have used factorization method. Okay. So with this we come to the next question. See the next question. The sum of squares of two consecutive even natural number. Okay. Numbers is 244. Find the numbers. Now this is a clue to remember. I want you to write it somewhere where you are solving this sum, that when it is two consecutive even natural number. Yes, consecutive. If I say only natural number, it will be x and x plus 1. Correct? If I say even natural number, see, even and natural should be even numbers. Even numbers are, for example, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes or no? There is a difference of 2 in them. And it should be natural, so only positive numbers. So always when such questions are asked consecutive even natural number, the first step is this. Let the first even natural number be x. The next consecutive even natural number will be x plus 2. Why x plus 2 only? Why not x plus 3 or x plus 4 or x plus 1? I just now explained you. Even numbers are which numbers? 2, 4, 6, 8. What is the difference between them? 2. That is the reason 2 is added here. Okay. Even if I ask you consecutive odd natural number, same assumption you have to take. X and x plus 2. Write it somewhere. That consecutive even natural number, it is x, x plus 2. Consecutive odd natural number, again it is x, x plus 2. But if I say consecutive natural numbers, I remove this word even or odd. So it will be x, x plus 1, x plus 2 and so on. Make a note of all these important points. Okay, so first step is over, that I have assumed. Then what is told? The sum of squares of, sum means plus, squares. Squares means I have to individually square them. Square of this and square of this. Yes, see this. X square plus x plus 2 the whole square is equal to 244. Why like this? Again I am explaining you the statement. See here. Sum. Sum means plus. This is here plus. Okay. Squares of consecutive. Squares. So that is the reason I have got consecutive numbers as x and x plus 2. I am taking squares of it. So x square and x plus 2 the whole square. Sum of squares of consecutive even natural numbers is means equal to 244. Okay. I hope this step is clear how we are getting the equation. After this is a plus b the whole square. Formula is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So use that formula. X square will be as it is. This will be x square. 2 2s are 4x and 2 square is 4 is equal to 244. Like terms you need to add. X square and x square is 2x square plus 4x as it is. Shift this 244 this side, it will become minus 244. So plus 4 minus 244. Plus and minus, so you have to subtract. 244 minus 4 is 240. This is a greater number with a minus sign. So it is minus 240. Okay. Now you have got a quadratic equation. But I would suggest you to reduce it first, because solving like this, I am not telling it is wrong, but you have to factorize a bigger number and answers will be you have to go for lengthy steps. Instead of that, if you reduce it, see, all throughout I can divide by 2. So this will become x square plus 2x. 240 divided by 2 is 120, minus 120 is equal to 0. So this becomes easy to factorize. Yes or no? So minus 120. Think about the factor so that I get this 2. Yes, factor should be, I hope you have got it, minus 120, so that I get this 2. It should be 12 and 10. Correct? Middle term was plus, so greater number is taking the middle term sign. So plus 12x minus 10x minus 120. Now I need not explain you all these steps again and again. It is done in factorization. You need to group it and take common. So x and x plus 2, from here minus 10, again x plus 12, not x plus 2, it is x plus 12. Okay, x plus 12 is equal to 0. So x minus 10 and x plus 12 is equal to 0 are the two factors. Again using the same property, that if product of two numbers is 0, then at least one of them is 0. Correct? So either x plus 12 is 0 or x minus 10 is 0. So from here x is equal to, shift this plus 12 this side, it will become minus 12. Shift this minus 10 this side, it will become plus 10. Okay? But as natural numbers, what was the first thing that I have assumed? Even natural numbers we want. So natural numbers cannot be negative. So I have to discard this value and take x is equal to 10. Correct? What was the consecutive number that we have assumed? X plus 2. So this automatically will become 10 plus 2, that is 12. So the consecutive even natural numbers are 10 and 12. I hope this concept is clear to you. Yes, we have got the answer. Consecutive even natural numbers are 10 and 12. So write it fast. After this, we move to the next question. The next question is, I hope you are writing it as well. See this. In an orange garden, Mr. Madhusudan, there are 150 orange trees. The number of trees in each row is 5 more than that in each column. Find the number of trees in each row and each column with the help of following flowchart. Now a flowchart is given in this way. Okay. Now with the help of flowchart, I have to find the answer. So let's see what is given. Number of trees in each column is x. They have already assumed as this for us as number 1. See, they have numbered it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So we are going to follow this flowchart in this way only and get to the final answer. Okay. See the first step. Number of trees in each column they have assumed for us as x. Right. Number of trees in each row. For that, what should I do? I'll read the statement again. Number of trees in each row is 5 more than that in each column. So if each column it is x and in each row it is 5 more. 5 more means x plus 5. So what should come here? Yes, I hope you are understanding it. Number of trees in each column is x. Rows is 5 more. So it will be x plus 5. Then what is given? Total number of trees is 150. Correct? Total number of trees is given as 150. Now how to frame the equation? It is as easy as x into x plus 5 as 150. Then we will frame the equation and try to get the answer. Let's see. First thing, Roman number 1 was the assumption which they have already done. Number of trees in a column be x. As I have told you, number of trees in a row is 5 more. So this will be x plus 5. Don't do the mistake of writing here as 5 into x. It is not 5 times more than that. Yes, it is 5 more. So it is x plus 5. Then total number of trees will be what? The product of these two. X into x plus 5, product of these two. And what is the given condition? That it is equal to 150. Okay, so x into x plus 5 is equal to 150. Now what? Open the bracket. X into x is x square plus 5x, 150. Shift this 150 here. X square plus 5x minus 150 is equal to 0. So we have reached till question number 4 of the flow chart to frame a quadratic equation. Yes. Now what is left? To solve it. Now again factorization method. 150 can be factorized as plus 15 and minus 10. Okay. And then take common and try to get the answer of x. So x plus 15 and x minus 10 is equal to 0 are the two factors. So any one of this can be equated 0. Every sum you need to write this property. Two numbers is 0, then at least one of them is 0. So we can write either x plus 15 is 0 or x minus 10 is 0. So plus 15 can be shifted this side. X is equal to minus 15. minus 10 can be shifted this side, x is equal to plus 10. As number of trees cannot be negative, I keep on telling you, again I am telling you, if you don't specify the reason why you are discarding the previous value and taking one of the other values, marks will be deducted. You have to specify this reason. Every sum, whatever is the reason, you need to specify and take the other value. Okay, so x is equal to 10. I hope you have understood. And the last part was to write the final answer. Number of trees in a column is 10. They have not asked about number of trees in each row, so you can leave the answer here, that number of trees in each column is 10. Question answer 7 also they have asked in the flow chart as number of trees in each row, so you need to continue further. See, if they have asked till here, you can stop. Since they have asked this 7 number also, you can write it was x plus 5 and x I have got as 10. So it is 10 plus 5, that is 15. So number of trees in each row is 15. Okay. So I hope you have understood all the steps of this flow chart. This way you can present your answer also in the exam by putting the proper numbers. They have written 1, 2, 3, 4 till Roman number 7. So you can also write that and present the answer in this way in the exam. Okay. So I hope you have understood this sum. Let us move to the next question. Vivek is older than Kishore by 5 years. The sum of their multiplicative inverse is 1 upon 6. Find their percentages. So let us start from here. Let the present, now the problem is percentages. Yes, there are two persons, Vivek and Kishore. Now whose age to be assumed as x? For that, see, about whom the information is given, do not take that as x. We will take that value about whom information is not given. Now Vivek is older than Kishore. Some information about Vivek is given, that he is older than Kishore by 5 years. About Kishore, no information. So we'll start our sum from here. Let the present age of Kishore be x. Since Vivek is older, correct, by 5 years, so obviously it will be x plus 5. Then the next thing is, this you have already learned in 7th and 8th standard, I think, multiplicative inverse. Yes, multiplicative inverse is nothing but reciprocal. The sum of multiplicative inverse of their ages. Sum means plus. First we will write the multiplicative inverse of this. X, what will be the multiplicative inverse? 1 upon x. Correct? X plus 5, what will be the multiplicative inverse? 1 upon x plus 5. What is actually the concept of multiplicative inverse? That the product of a number and its multiplicative inverse should be 1. Correct? So see, if I take x into x plus x upon 1, x and x will get cancelled, answer is 1. That is the reason I told you, in easy way you want to understand, multiplicative inverse means reciprocals. Okay? And their sum they have told. So I need to add this 2. Equate it to what? 1 upon 6. So according to the given condition, 1 upon x plus 1 upon x plus 5 is 1 upon 6. Okay? Cross multiply this. X plus 5 plus x, and here also x into x plus 5 is equal to 1 upon 6. Correct? Now x plus x, 2x plus 5. Open the bracket here. X into x, x square plus 5x. It should be 5x. Okay? 5x is equal to 1 upon 6. I hope you have understood this. Yes? Okay. After this, what you need to do is cross multiply. Now while cross multiplying also, what you need to do is 6 into 2x plus 5 and x into x plus 5. Correct? Open the bracket. 6 into 2 is 12x plus 6 5 is 30. X into x is x square plus x into 5 is 5x. Correct? X square. Now shift all these terms on one side. X square plus 5x. Shift this minus 12. 12 this side, it will become minus 12. Plus 30 this side, it will become minus 30 is equal to 0. So x square, see this now. Minus 12 plus 5 is minus 7 because greater number is 12. So minus 7x and minus 30. Again these steps, I hope you know that you have to factorize. 30 can be factorized as 10 and 3. Correct? 10 3 is 30. Middle term is minus, so minus 10, middle term will always, a greater number will always take the middle term sign. So minus 10 plus 3. Okay, minus 10x plus 3x minus 30 is equal to 0. Take common, the two factors will be x minus 10, x plus 3 is equal to 0. So either one of them is 0. Shift this minus 10 this side, x will be 10. Shift this plus 3 this side, x will be minus 3. Correct? But we have assumed age, as age cannot be negative, so this value we have to discard. Not acceptable. This is the value which we have to take. So x is equal to 10. What will be the other person's age? X plus 5. So 10 plus 5, 15. I hope you have understood this. So present ages of Kishore and Vivek are 10 years and 15 years respectively. I hope you have understood all the steps. Yes, solve it and try to understand. If you can pause also the video in between if you find some steps difficult. Look at it properly. Do not blindly copy it. Try to understand what you are writing. These steps are related to factorization. Okay, so try to understand how the equation is framed and then factorize accordingly. Now with this, I come to the end of this session. I hope you have understood whatever we have learned today. Remaining sums of this practice set 2.6 will continue in the next session. Thank you.